Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are starting my episodes into back to basics. So what I'm going to be doing in this series is going through individual commands in detail, trying to get every aspect of the command as the command itself, rather than what I've done previously as machines with a group of commands. So this is great for beginners. I'm just going to roll through. If the command is fairly small and very quick and easy, I'll probably group commands together, but we'll see how it goes. I will be going through all Bedrock commands that are in the standard game. So I'll probably do the Education Edition only ones at the end of it, but first off, it's just the commands in the base game. So first of all, I'm really going to go to basic and quickly cover some things about commands. So the series will be doing a mixture of commands in chat, so using slash, and commands in command blocks. So unless most commands can be grouped together, can be put together either in chat or in command blocks. There are some that are solely for the host, but when I get to those commands, I will explain that they can't be used in a command block. So just to note a few other things that I'll be directing you towards. There's a couple of websites. So we've got the wiki here, and this is full on, really detailed on all the commands. Everything. It is a mix between Java and Bedrock, so it can be confusing for a beginner. We'll be rolling through all the commands here, filtered by Bedrock, but we'll be skipping the first three because some of them are planned. And some are education only, like the ability, so I'll get to that later on. I might go through alphabetical, or I might choose the small ones and group them together and then skip a big one to have its own. What I will recommend is this website, and both of these websites will be in the description. This is Dig Minecraft. This is actually the website I first used when I started learning commands. It's brilliant and a much easier way to see the command syntaxes. So the syntax is the way the command is laid out, and the good thing is it shows what supports this command, so what platform you can use it on. So that's very handy, and you can look up what the command looks like for each platform. Anything right from Pocket Edition, other than Education Edition, are all going to be the same anyway, and most likely Education Edition if it's a general command and not solely for Education Edition. So it really goes through in detail with pictures and everything to show you how to do it. So that's a recommended website there. My experience is pretty up to date. There are things that aren't on there that are on here. So on here you can click on a command and go through the whole command in detail. So I'll let you explore those websites. So quick note about command blocks. So like I said, you can do commands in the chat as well as in command blocks. There's three different types of command blocks. You've got an impulse, which executes the command on impulse. A chain, which follows either a repeat impulse or a previous chain. So that's how you can link a group of commands up. And then repeat. So this constantly repeats every game tick. So inside the command block, you have to excuse me, I'm on my PC, which is a new keyboard and mouse. So normally play on a controller, so I am getting used to it. But this is what the command UI screen looks like for the command block. You've got your hover note, which you can add anything in there. There is I'm not sure the exact character limit, but there is a character limit. But that'll add a hover note, so you can categorize your commands. You can make it so you know exactly what's in there without having to look in every single one. or you can put it on the start of your group of commands so you know what that whole group does. Really up to you. This is where you change the block type, so your impulse, chain, repeat. Conditional and unconditional, so unconditional will run regardless. Conditional will run if the previous command block attached to it has executed and it was true, if it's given a positive outcome. And then redstone are always active is there, so with redstone, it will be powered by redstone, normally used for impulse and repeat command blocks, in general anyway, and then always active, normally used for repeat or chain, is so it would activate. If it's a repeat, it would always activate and constantly run. If it was a chain, it will wait for the previous command to run and then activate. And then execute on first tick, so 0 tick delay, it will run instantly. This runs on game ticks, not redstone ticks, they are different. So game ticks is 1 tick every 20 seconds, no, 20 ticks every second, sorry. So that's 1 tick every 0.05 seconds. Where a redstone tick is 2 game ticks, so 1/10 of a second. So don't get confused on the two. And then you've got cancel to come out the command block. You've also got an X up here. This is your command input where you would type your commands. You don't need a slash for commands in command blocks. You can just go straight in and type in a command. You can open it up so you can see a little bit more. And previous output is show you what the previous output is. So if I grab a button and place it on the command block and press the right button, it says hi. It says command because that's the name of the hover note. Without it, it would just come up with an exclamation mark. Should have the previous output. That's probably because I'm just using a say command. Let's just do that one for example. There you go. Clear the inventory of and removing 1 item. There we go. So that is pretty much, there is a difference in the textures, so the colours indicate what command and the arrows indicate what type it is. So you can see these are conditional command blocks, so they've got a different type of arrow. If you are laying a chain of command blocks, you need to lay them in facing the arrow. So if you're doing a chain like this, you can, with an unconditional, turn it round. You could leave that empty. Say if these are conditional and you want them to run only when true, but you want to turn it round, you could use an unconditional one with nothing in it, and then a conditional again after, and that will let you turn it. Personally, I just do all my commands in lines. So that's pretty much it for command blocks. I'm not going too much into detail. Feel free, if anyone has questions, just chuck them in the comments box. Let's get down to our first command. Today we are looking at the clear command. So in the chat we got /clear. Just a note on syntaxes. You can see here there are parts in brackets. These are optional. If they are in arrows, using these arrows, they are required. So in the clear command you don't need it because that will just clear anyway, and that will clear for yourself. But you can choose your player target, what item you want to clear, the data. I'll get a lot more into data later on down the line, and then your max count. So the first one we have clear at P. So that would do pretty much what I've just done. It will clear everything from my inventory. The next one, clear at P stone. I'll get more into these target selectors later on. I'll probably do a one just about target selectors and the arguments you can attach to them in brackets. That goes a bit more in depth, so I'm not going to do it right now. But if I get myself some stone, just get a stack, this will clear all the stone from my inventory. I'll just show you that it also works from the inventory, not just the hotbar. So now it's all gone from my inventory. This time I'm going to stipulate, so this is the data one here, if you remember the syntax, and then I put a maximum count of 4. So if I get a stack and then execute it, it's only removed 4 and I still have 60. So this is good for shop systems if you want to clear a set amount. Now this one I'm going to use the data. Not sure why there's syntax error there, but maybe when I set this up I was twiddling with it, what I was going to do. So that concrete one, if you look at going back to dig Minecraft, there is a list of all the item names and IDs for Bedrock. So just go on Pocket Edition and you can search all the IDs and the data value here. Sorry, not the IDs, don't worry about those. So if I get myself some orange concrete, because that's what concrete 1 is. So the item, just a quick note on the data values, it really depends on the block. So for concrete, for example, the IDs are for the colours, so 0 through to 15 are all the 16 colours, but for things like stairs, it's for the direction, or the barrel, that would be the direction as well, and lots of different things. So this one is clear 5 orange. So now if I go to my inventory, I've now got 59 because I clear 5 from 64. And then last but not least, just a little show. If you put 0, this can use as a test to see if I've got that item in my inventory. So this is a really good thing for shops. And then you can run a conditional command block after it. Here I've just put say command, which I'll get onto on another episode. Say that the closest player has orange concrete. I've got it on conditional. I'll put it on always active, and it would only run when this returns true. So if I just clear my inventory for now and I run it, nothing happens because it says here could not clear inventory of Tomhmagic, no items to remove. So if I then get my orange concrete and I do it now, it now says Tomhmagic has orange concrete, because it now shows that I've got 64 of the items that match the criteria, and then it run the say command. So that's the clear command. I'll probably leave it there for this episode, as we're looking at over 10 minutes, so we'll try and keep these short and sweet. But thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you next time.